All right, take two, take two. The first stream attempt was a mess. I don't know what happened. I think I clicked out of it real quick because I wanted to turn a feature on and killed it. I don't think I was even up, and then DoorDash kept killing my stream. Maybe that was what was happening yesterday. I don't know, but we're going to try it again here and see what happens. Then I did an update on my phone, and then I came back and said I could resume stream. It wouldn't let me. Anyways, let's try this again, guys. We are here day 2 of the Dash to 100. We are sitting still at 94%. Yesterday, to recap, yesterday we made $151 over about a little shy of 9 hours of work, driving about 151 miles. We were at about $1 a mile, just under $1 a mile. I think it was like 98 cents a mile. Not great. Today, it is 2:45. We are running a little late due to technical difficulties. I wanted to begin my dash at 2. We're still driving to get back into our market. I had to drop Tiny Dasher off at the babysitter, and we are now heading back to get our dash started in our market. I also lost an AirPod, which I believe is left at my house. I had to track it down. Anyways, lots of drama going on with the technical difficulties. Then the stream wouldn't work. So anyways, let's do our product sponsors today. Responsible for our hydration is Fiji water. If you want to hydrate like rational gig driver, out here it's going to help you get to 100 and have the wherewithal, patience, and respect to get to 100 rate. Join me in drinking some Fiji water. Our energy supplement today, who is going to be energizing us to get to 100% acceptance rate. 5-hour energy. Don't tell my wife or my doctor that I'm taking this, but this is what's going to get us through, guys. So pick yourself up one if you're out there dashing. Join me. These are the official sponsors of today's video. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate you both. Anyways, just kidding. I don't have any official sponsors. But if you'd like to sponsor me, 5-hour energy or Fiji water, I will be forever grateful. Just send me like a year supply, and I'll drink them on air every time I dash. But anyways, keep yourself hydrated out there. We are in a heat wave right now, sweeping across the nation. So as you're out there dashing, be aware of that. That is something that is real. Anyways, so as I will be doing daily, you guys will decide the device I will use. Today we are using our Z Fold 5 as our official dashing device. So I've got it queued up and ready to go. I have been getting texts all day from Spark saying that it's ready, so we will turn Spark on today to supplement a little bit, maybe help us out a little bit with the miles to money ratio. But we will, as always, give priority to any DoorDash orders that come through as we're moving through. We are Platinum Dasher today. That is our tier. Put your tier in the comments. Kevin Hawthorne, well, good to see you, sir. What is your tier? What are you? Are you platinum? Are you silver? Are you gold? Let me know. It's been a while, sir. I'm glad to see you out there. Hopefully, if you're dashing, you're having a good day. You're being positive. Hit that like button as well, guys. It's up in the three dots at the top. Boom, hit the like, smash the like. Appreciate you doing that. That helps lots of different things here with the algorithm and everything else. So far, so good. This stream is up and running. It seems to be doing okay today, so I hope it stays. We were losing the stream earlier, as I mentioned. Appreciate it. I just saw that like button go up. Thank you so much, Kevin. If that was you or whoever it was, I appreciate it. Also, big shout out to my first inaugural member we got yesterday. So we got our first rational gig driver, really, really rational level. Appreciate you. Bought me a tank of gas or a gallon of gas. That's about what it's priced at if you go to the really, really rational level, and that's really, really rational. So I appreciate you very much. That was the science. Hold on here. I'm going to pull up mine. Let me get the name right. Turn signal, is that what But anyways, hold on a second here, guys. Bear with me. Gotta switch my YouTube accounts up. As I mentioned, I have a couple of YouTube accounts that we're doing big things with right now. So there's a hint here. If you read my hat, check it out. Type it in. You'll see. Anyways, let's see here. We have our memberships. I want to get this right. Ben, Cy, and Games, our inaugural members. Thank you very much. If you're out there watching, we really appreciate you. You're going to shout out every video and live we do. Caleb.com, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. We are getting started. We're going to be out here pushing to 100. Will we move up today? I don't know. I have some expectations. I believe it might be, we might have another day of flat acceptance rate movement. The key here yesterday, we had a big scare right at the end of the day. And that was, we almost had a connectivity issue that would have cost us a point on the acceptance rate, which would have meant another 100. Okay, so understand that. That is a danger I'm in every day that I'm out doing this. If I have one miss, if my cell phone goes down and I get an order and it drops my acceptance rate, I have to go do 100 dashes. That resets me to 100 dashes. So be aware of that, guys. This is not, there's a lot of factors here. It's not just a matter of raising your rate. If I mess up any point here to get to 100, but I'm back, I have another 100. So this run to 100 will go on again, because I am going to go to 100. Even if I have to do 100 more dashes. That's where we're at. That's what I've committed to. Should be busy. I hope so. I hope so, Caleb. I really do. I really do, man. Yesterday wasn't too bad. I mean, it was just not great orders. But we're going to continue doing our earn by time once we get into the market. So I'm not doing dash along the way, because dash along the way doesn't allow you to do earn by time. Now, earn by time was locked earlier. So if I have to, I will do earn by order. It's not my preferable method. Well, Caleb, it doesn't matter necessarily. But that's what we're testing. That's what I'm testing. That's always been my belief. But I'm testing it out now that I've got the platinum tier. I just got this whole platinum tiered out system, and I want to test it because there are some out there that say it does. And now they've at least made it matter as far as accessing certain aspects of the app. So what I'm trying to assess now is focusing on acceptance rate worth it? In other words, do I see enough large order programs, which is the carrot right now that they're dangling to every dasher, to say, well, you get large order programs, you get the dash anytime. Those things are not available unless you maintain your acceptance rate at 70%. Then you got to do 100 dashes. At least that's where it is for me right now. I've heard in the more mature tier markets, they're requiring 150 now. We're going to test it out. So I don't know. I don't know if it matters or not. I'm going to show you if it does. You're going to see it. We're going to know. You're going to know. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you. I have a voluminous amount of stats that I have been a cherry picker, multi-apper for years. I have all the stats. I've documented every dash I've ever done. I've documented every single order I've ever delivered. So I have the stats. We're going to crunch the numbers. We're going to compare it. We're going to look at it. We're going to see, do I make more money as a platinum dasher? Or do I make less money as a platinum dasher? What is the deal? Where do I end up? So that's what we're looking to accomplish here, guys. Anyways, 20 people in the chat, guys. Hit that like button. 3 dots at the top. Hit the like button. Help me out here. At least do that. It's free. And it helps make sure that people watch this and are aware of this stream and what we're doing here. And here we are. Let's see. Earn by time is available. It was locked earlier today when I left the market. We're at 1325 earn by time. Let's do, what do we have? 245. So we're going to go 8 hours plus. So that would be what, 1045. We'll just do 11 o'clock. All right. There we go. And they're telling us 1 to 4 minutes until we get an order. So hopefully, as we get closer to McDonald's at my exit is lit up. Now that's the one they're telling me to head towards. But we'll see what they come up with for our first order of the day. Will it be a long one? Will it be a short one? Will we get tipped or will we get no tipped? We have, remember yesterday recapping 4 no tip orders, 2 of which tip cash. So do believe the dream. I didn't think I'd see stats like that, but that's about what I've been seeing. I've been seeing a lot of cash tips as I've been doing this experiment. And I've heard there were content creators out there who told me, or who would say, cash tips are out there. Cash tips are out there. Now, for me, $2 base pay wasn't enough to get me started to go out there and experiment with that. I wanted to see enough pay in general and total to make sure that I was covering my miles and covering my expenses and covering what I needed. But now we got earn by time guarantee, so they're throwing all those non-tip orders in there. Let's go. We're powering up Spark right now. Let's go until 7 is when it lets us go. So Spark is up. Nice part about Spark is they will send you orders in queue. Oh, here we go. Burger King is our first one up. 6 miles, 13:25 an active hour. We went ahead and took a screenshot, and we are on our way to Burger King. Burger King is right up the road. They, of course, waited strategically to give us that order. Now, looks like Spark has gotten in. The opening swing from Spark at me is $7 for 4.9 miles for 2 stops, which means one of those stops is the store, one of those stops is 13 miles for a $7 order. Maybe some consideration of doing an order like that as well. In Spark, I all right, guys, I'm back. I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but let's see here. Let's see. Hopefully you can. All right, let's see here. Let's go live. Am I live? Okay, there I am. I think I'm back. Yep. Okay, there I am. I think I'm back. All right, good. I poured it into my iPhone here now, so we're seeing. All right, guys. Anyways, we're at Burger King. And let's see here. Spark is sending us something else. Let's see. A lot of times what I'll try to do is find a Spark order while I'm on a DoorDash order like this and try to see if I can link up with Spark on something decent. Nothing decent in Spark. So we're not going to worry about that right now. Anyways. All right. So we have 8 items in this order. So 4 frozen Cokes, cheeseburger, Royal Crispy, Whopper, and cheeseburger. So potential for some tip here. I don't believe I've ever delivered to this person before. So, nope, I do not recognize that address. And let's go and start working on some things here. So, all right, we're going to head in. I'm going to turn you guys around so you can see the Burger King there. There it is. And we're going to head inside here in just a moment. All right, guys. Oh, no problem, Kevin. No problem. All right, here we go. So let's see here. We got a 12-minute drive. All right. Oops. Oops. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. My son uses my Apple Music account, and he has taken over my stuff. And when my car starts up, it goes boom right into whatever the heck Apple Music decides to play for me. So I apologize. Anyways, let's see here. Oh, I gotta rename this one. I'm on the wrong day. All right, rename. All right, let's face you guys towards the road. Let's get my earpods back in. I have you guys linked to my iPhone, so hopefully T-Mobile will do us okay. We're going to go ahead and do our 5-hour energy power up. We'll feed you water to chase it. Mark this order received on the spreadsheet. And here we go. We are off, guys. On our first order of the day, I hope that at least, that it's gonna pay me well. We can only hope. It's got all the hallmarks of what should be a decent tip of at least $5. But doesn't mean, as we've experienced yesterday with this Earn by Time program, they're going to throw the shit in there. So you get a customer who decides I'm just not tipping today, or they want to maybe tip me cash, and maybe they don't show up at the door. Delivered to, let's see here, drop off instructions, leave at my door, 70 on side of house. Okay, gotcha. Awesome. All right, so we got some instructions, some detailed instructions here. We got 9 minutes now that we're out, pointed toward the road. Now 3 minutes immediately got knocked off when we left the parking lot. Sometimes that happens. And we should be in position to get another order. I have not powered up Uber. I have not powered up Grubhub yet. Spark has sent me a couple of offers. None of those have looked doable in the least. So there's that. All right, and I've got my power banks, so we'll be able to power up and keep you guys with me all day. Of course, I've got other phones too. If we need to take the stream down and do a part 2, we will do that. And I'll connect with the chat. So if you guys are chatting in there, just put your questions, concerns, quandaries, whatever. I'll address them when we have a little downtime. Obviously, you guys are over to the right. I don't know how well you can hear me. In fact, let's just do a sound check on that. I want to see how well, if it's coming through my AirPods or my Pixel Buds. I hope it is. A sound check on that. I want to see how well, if it's coming through my AirPods or my Pixel Buds. I hope it is. All right, well, it is. All right, you guys are hearing the feedback. I apologize on that. I need to check it. Anyways, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you're joining us. 3 dots at the top. Hit the like button. Let us know. Lets the algorithm know that you're enjoying this, watching and observing what is either going to be me making money or me destroying my car, or me doing a little of both. Destroying my sanity as I take on 100% And remember, the other thing is 100% completion rate too, guys. So it's a 100 club. So if you want to do this with me, if you want to join the 100 club, if you want to say you've been there, done that once in your life, then you need to get your completion rate up to 100%, 100% acceptance rate. Let's talk about how you can do that fairly, ethically, and correctly, right? Because I've heard allegations out there that there is a glitch for completion rate. I am not using it. I don't know about it. But if there is one, beware. It may be away tomorrow. So learn how to handle these things when these cheat codes go away. And there really is no reason that you need a cheat code for a completion rate. Because it's easy. I've been doing it now for a while, and really DoorDash is giving you the tools to do it fairly. So 100% completion rate. I did drop briefly to 99, and I went back up to 100 after I had to do 100 deliveries. Listen, if you see how hard it is to maintain 100% acceptance rate, but and it's more just a batch, right? So I think, if my opinion is this, if DoorDash is listening, if DoorDash really wants to do things smartly, they need to start the 100 club. We used to have that in the business I was in. We had a 100 club, and what they did was they sent $100 to the office if you had 100 loans or 100,000 loan volume or new money volume, and it was called the 100 club. Why not do that here? Listen, if you're a dasher and you maintain 100 for 30 days, okay, then the DoorDash sends you a $100 bonus at the end of the month. If you get to 12 months, 100, then you should be able to be entered into a drawing, or hell, just go ahead $1,000 at the end of the year. Screw the drawing. You're not going to get many dashers that are going to stay an entire year at 100. That's a huge thing. And post it, right? And then on top of that, if a dasher can do that, that's going to promote all the things they want. And, there'll be content creators out there crazy enough to promote it. And there will be people that will jump on and say, hey, let me join the club here. Let me join the 100 club. It's like, to me, it's a good idea. I think, and it's a challenge, and it gives you something to do. And look, yesterday wasn't the greatest day of all time, but we made $152 at the end of the day. There's a lot of people out there I know watching who would say, if I could make $152 a day, that would be good for them. So, and that's not a great day for me in terms of multi-apping. So if you learn how to do it and maintain it, and you maintain and protect your ratings when you have your DoorDash app on, that's pretty much what DoorDash wants. It's a win-win. So Tony Shu, if you're listening, if you're getting your AI summary of all the dashers out there, there's a little suggestion for you. Start the 100. Maybe I'll send you an email, because it was this time last year I was in communication with Tony Shu because of the whole top dasher issue that came up when I was trying to become top dasher for the first time in my life, other than the first 2 weeks of my time with DoorDash, and I set out to do it, and DoorDash screwed me, in so many words, because and I still don't understand what happened with it, but they had my acceptance rate wrong. But Tony stepped in, heads up to him. A lot of people hate Tony Shu, but Tony did the right thing in that instance. I reached out to him, I talked to him, and he came down and did a solid for me and made sure I was taken care of. I had another problem. I reached out to him. So listen, don't go crazy. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't. I got frustrated with support. But eventually, I just said, I'm going right to the guy. Because he said, allegedly, he wants dashers to be, he knows dashers are the lifeblood. And they are right now. Until we become robots, we are the lifeblood of DoorDash. Let's be honest about some things here, right? The reality is, I think every business knows that they've raised wages up, right? And all the businesses are in revolt. But Gavin Newsom and everybody knows that guess what? That only if they give in and change policy does any of that work. It doesn't work sustainably in the long term. You can't recreate the market of California and Idaho, in Nevada. There's only so many residents. regain that market share. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to have to go back in and figure out how to make money in that market environment. Yes, it means the double-double is now, I think it's, the double-double is like $10. They're making a big deal about that at In-N-Out Burger. I mean, that is what it's going to be, right? And if the double-double doesn't make money at $10, they're going to have to figure out how to make it make money. So my point is, AI takeover will only work to a degree because the workers drive the economy. So if you eliminate the workers and take the money away from them, it's why the computer guys were saying you're going to have some sort of way to give money back to the commoners in order to make AI work. Well, it's never going to work. It's never going to be able to take fully over because once you remove the workers, there's nobody to spend money. The economy will cease to function. So there is going to come a point where everybody's going to have to learn to work together, including DoorDash drivers, including DoorDash with its drivers who are going to have to exist because DoorDash won't have anyone to deliver for if we don't have money. Now, perhaps maybe something like delivery, maybe they could eliminate that and just make that, but there's going to have to be other ways that people are going to be put to work. So we will go do something else. So be confident in that fact. Doesn't mean now, dealing with pay and dealing with things, that is an issue we have to deal with as a society when we have to look at and say, how much will we let profiteering go crazy? Again, there is a ceiling because if companies can only profits. Remember, we're doing a little econ 101, but profits. The definition of profit is the difference between labor cost and what you can charge, right? So labor cost will always be present and always has to be present, but you can only whittle down the cost of labor so much. So eventually, at some point, they're going to have to give up some of their profits. It's just going to have to happen. Or, again, you're not going to have anybody to get profits from because the labor force is who, your workers are who are going out ultimately buying your products. So it doesn't work, to completely say that we have to, that you're going to be able to say you can take wages completely out of the picture like some of these guys want to do when they're blinded by the bottom line. And nature will take its course. It will come to pass that they will have to deal with it, just like with DoorDash. So, they can only do so much in terms of trying to replace the driver, is really what my point is. All right, let's see here. Yep, there we go. That's our drop off. All right, I'll be right back, guys. It's time to go make some money. All right, guys. So I don't know if you guys could hear the delivery. I kept my earpod or pods in, but so you might be able to hear the delivery as I'm going. Let's see here. We're gonna pull back around. But $3 tip, $5.70 base pay. So we'll give our customer their credit for tipping us. So at least this wasn't a no tip order, but it did meet my minimum threshold for tipping, $5. That's what I want to see. I want to see a minimum of $5 on every tip that we can do. And I think if DoorDash and the other gig apps will promote that, you would see driver pay go up. Your driver Ken says, I'm heading to the lakes today. All right, well, good job. Well, that's awesome. Well, what's going on there, Ken, your driver Ken? So that's nice. It sounds like you're on a day off, I would imagine, or maybe or is that an area you work? But if it's a day off, enjoy the lakes, man. I'll be off tomorrow celebrating Father's Day with my sons. We'll be going up to PA for the day to spend time with my wife's dad since my dad passed. And I'll be spending time with my boys, and I'm looking forward to a fun day. Looking forward to a fun day of family. It'll be my first Father's Day without my dad, so it'll be kind of a sad one. It's very upsetting. It's tough. I will tell you that. It is very troubling for me, because I was close to my dad. I love my dad a lot, and it's been tough, to be honest with you. But you got to keep things together. You got to keep the show going and the ball rolling and the wheels turning. And I know my dad wouldn't want me to fall off there just because of him not being around anymore. Parents want you to develop the ability to operate without them, and that's what they want. So that's what I do. But for a little bit there, I'll tell you, and he and I were working on a project. That's part of another YouTube channel. Look at my hat, search for it. I'm not promoting it. I don't want to cross promote. But it was something that we were working on together, and it's been tough to keep it going without him. But I'm trying to do that, and it's not come without problems from YouTube. But it's something I will keep with my pops. I miss him greatly, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Life throws curveballs at you. Life throws things at you that you don't see coming necessarily. I didn't see his death coming. Perhaps I should have, but I didn't. And it's sad days. Sad days. Wow, 100% AR. I can't even get past 80 at the moment. Well, listen. Here's the thing. Remember, you got to remember how the AR works. Okay, you got to pound the ground, man, because where you might have 40 deliveries where you're going to pull it up again. That's where I'm at right now. I'm stuck at 94. I was stuck in the 70s until the other day, and then I went from like 76 to 94, and that was over the course of the entire day. And that was because I had a period where I had turned down a bunch of orders. Basically, I went on earn by order, and I struggle with earn by order. Earn by time is your key to raising it. And like I was saying yesterday, I'll go over the plan, because here's the plan that you're going to see unfold on this channel, and we're going to see if we can make it work, make money, and have a good year going forward. Because I'll tell you, the first part of this year was not at all as planned. My dad passed away. I kind of wasn't doing gig work for a while. I was doing a lot of other things that I was responsible for. I was gig working a little bit, but I mean, my earnings went way down. I was focused on some other things. I'm fortunate enough that I don't necessarily have to, that I had the ability to do that. But obviously, you got to get back to life, and I wanted to get back to gig work, because I do enjoy doing this. In fact, and guys, I'll be honest with you, full disclosure, I had an opportunity to go back, 6-figure plus job, car, travel, everything, and I did not take the job. I crazy enough, I said I wanted to do this. Why? Because it puts me with my family. So I'm not doing this because I have to do this necessarily. I mean, obviously, I don't have that ability to just walk back and say, hey, I'll take the job. They're going to fill the spot. But I have other options to do it. I'm doing this because it's part of what I'm enjoying doing, because it gives me the opportunity to be with my family, and even though I'm not nearly enough with my family as much as my wife would like at times, because it does require me to come out and work, but I do enjoy doing this. This is something that is actually, to me, it's fun to an extent, but it's not without its frustrations. But my point is, I'm not out here because I have to be out here. Luckily enough, I'm fortunate enough for that. I have the ability and connections to do something else if I wanted to. But right now, this is what I want to do. So, and that just is what it is. But the point of the matter is that, and then of course my wife, we got pregnant again. We weren't expecting to have a fourth child, but now we're going to have our fourth child, and I want to be here at least for the next 5 years to get the kids in school, because I feel like it's valuable enough that I can be around and be there and not be focused on the road. It's a different style. I'll be able to coach my kids' teams. I'll be able to do things that I have to pass on if I get caught up again into focusing on making money and being a business person and go out. And perhaps, maybe I'll never get the opportunities again. It maybe will pass me by, but it is what it is. It's not really something that I'm really that worried about. Like maybe perhaps I should be, but I feel like I want to see where this goes, and yeah, it's not about, to me, my dad, one of the things my dad instilled in me was, that it's not about money. It's not always about making the most money, because how many shoes can you own? How many cars can you own? How many houses can you own? It's sometimes about being able to do what you need to do, and then you have other things you can take your time for. And that's the fortunate situation I found we've been able to do by allowing gig work to be in our life. It let me get through and be there to help handle affairs with my dad's death. And like I said, hopefully we'll be able to continue to do this and make money. And again, I still believe that there's a way to figure out these apps. So, and so far we figured it out. Last year we had a decent year. We met everything. We met all of our obligations. And that's all you can ask for. So we're going to do it again now. Hopefully in 2024. So, anyways. But if y'all noticed, we haven't got an order yet. So we just dropped off. We've been driving quite a bit. We're going to drive down to the main hub. It's Saturday. I would expect that I'd be getting orders. It says to me right now, the Pizza Hut, which is right behind me, 2 to 7 minutes. Yesterday we were on an average wait of 10 minutes. That's a Friday. Today I expect more. It is 3:30 though, so I'll give it a little bit of leeway. But dang on it, man. All right, so here we have Spark. Nothing's going on Spark. So when I get down here to the central hub, if DoorDash hasn't hired me yet, I'll turn on Uber. I'll turn on Grubhub. I mean, if DoorDash doesn't have work for a 94% driver, 100% completion rate, 4.9 rating on customer rating, then you know what? We're going to get hired by somebody else, and that's just fine. Or if they can hire me. Yesterday, Uber was terrible, but maybe today I'm waiting on. I've heard, because Uber sent me a nice pizza bag, which I was using yesterday. It's the black pizza bag that I've been using. You see me walk into Papa John's if we get hired by Papa John's or Pizza Hut or Blaze. But it's a really nice bag they sent me, and they gave me $10 for signing up for it. It's crazy. So guys, if you're on Uber Eats, get over to Uber Eats. It's sitting in my Uber Eats app. I've already done it. I already signed up again. I thought, well, hell, if I can get a second bag and $10 more, I'll do it. So I just keep signing up every time I see it. But they're offering you. Oh, here we go. All right. So Spark's giving us a little action here. 4 stops, 3.1 miles, $20.44, $12.44 tips, $8 delivery rate. Only issue is for me on this is it's going now completely in the opposite direction. Spark loves to mess with your head like that. And it's at 345. So essentially it's 3:30 right now. It would probably take me 15 minutes to get up there. So chat, let me know. Should we shut down DoorDash operations for a little bit, put the app on pause, and do this $20.44 3-stop, 3.5-mile order? Or should we keep going in the direction we were going? Let me know. I only got 5 seconds, so fate might decide ourselves when it comes back. Nope, it's gone. It's already decided for us. I don't know. I don't know why they're not. I don't know why they're not. I mean, you think we're willing to hit the accept button on every single order. You think the algo right now would be like, bam. And again, allegedly, right? If content creators get stuff, I'm up. I'm in the YouTube. Algorithms gotta be, if the algorithm allegedly watches YouTube, up and now stop taking every order. They should be sending me everything, but they're not. Oh, there it is, 6.4 Burger King. Gosh darn it. Looks like we're working for Burger King today, guys. All right, let's see here. Let's see, I think this is one we've delivered to before. Oh, there it goes. I flip it out. Have we ever delivered to them before? There's nothing in my system here that says I have. We will go ahead and accept. All right, there it is. So it appears DoorDash just wanted us to drive to nearly the Burger King in order to be able to get higher because they didn't want to pay us for the drive. A lot of times, and we can now hit arrive, so we're already here. So now it's time to see what we got. We got 4 items: Whopper meal, 2 Whopper meals, and 2 Whoppers. Both of them just a sandwich. Okay. So we're gonna have 2 drinks. So we got 2 sandwiches and 2 meals. So in theory, again, this should qualify for a $5 tip. Will it? Probably not. We're at $8.70. DoorDash is going to want to get us up to at least some sort of respectable level because they don't want the headlines that they're paying their drivers less than minimum wage. Although minimum wage in my area, I think, is $7.25. West Virginia has not raised it, I don't believe, in a while. So technically speaking, DoorDash wouldn't be a threat to only pay me $8.70 for the hour, but I would not be happy. All right, so let's go in here. Oh, and look at that. Spark gets back to me. What Spark got for me? We're actually heading now up towards that Walmart. So if they were to reoffer that, no, they're offering the Walmart down here. But it's only $11.90 for 8 miles. So that's not even, it's a non-starter. I'm going to hit the reject button. Let the Spark algorithm know that's not going to work for me. All right, here we go, guys. Burger King again. So this is a different Burger King than the one we were at. This is actually the original Burger King that came in my area. I used to go to Burger King here. I used to go to birthday parties here when I was a little kid my son's age. So of course it's been remodeled a few times since then, but it's always interesting when I think about those things. 6.4 miles. All right, and we're gonna load it up. And before I head in, I'll check the chat here after I get everything loaded in here. So we got 3:30, that's when they sent that to us. So we had to wait approximately 11 minutes. So right in line with the 10-minute wait time yesterday, about 1 minute later. Although I would have expected, I would like to think as we get closer to dinner, I hope we see the wait time get closer to 5 minutes. Because there's really no reason why it shouldn't be. All right, and Spark is sending us something else. Let's see what it is. $8.90, 4.2 miles, Walmart right behind me. Nope, we're not doing that. And 4 p.m. is the drop-off time. I don't think we should have any problems meeting that. And let's go and Go to our maps. And let's update the tip from the last order. And give the customer credit for tipping us. Thank God they did. So far, so good. No tipless orders today. All right, so there we go. We got that. Now let's look up this order here. Let's just see. I don't believe I've ever delivered to this place before. And that's the thing. As I've been doing these earn by times, it's like a bunch of customers I've never delivered to before, which is kind of a little scary because, you know, that means probably there's a reason, because they were probably being turned down by me all the time because they were low tip or no tip. But that is part of the risk of what I'm doing here, because I do subscribe to the belief that if you do a good job and you get a good rating, DoorDash is going to reconnect you with that customer. So if I'm providing a good service and I'm maintaining my ratings with these non-tip or low-tip customers, I'm going to see them again just by nature. Last year when I did this, I introduced a bunch of people to myself and started seeing them again. And again, it was last year when I decided to go for this challenge that I believe my whole app changed and my offers started getting lower, and I never really recovered from that. And it's just obviously been an odyssey leading to this as we got into the tier program and as DoorDash started making it more. So we are 15 minutes away from this customer too, as well. All right, let's check the chat here before we head in. All right, so we've got Happy Father's Day. It says I'm working there doing rideshare. Oh, no rideshare today. I'm heading to the lakes today. I'm working doing rideshare. Happy Father's Day. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, your driver Cam. Wow, 100% AR. Sorry for your loss, man. The Star Dashings, Misadventures. Do you guys have the tier yet? Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Star Dashings, yes, I am on the tier program. I'm on the platinum. I'm a platinum driver, obviously, with 94% and 100% completion rate, 200 and some deliveries. Yes. So tier is here. That's part of why I started doing this. We just got the tier last month. And that's what kind of inspired this whole thing, because when the tier program came and I'm back and I'm like, you know what? It's time. Like, I want to see if this tier program actually does anything. In other words, does it help? Do drivers see better offers when they participate in this tier program? Because the whole theory behind the tier program is that drivers are going to be sitting at top of this tier system, and it's going to hold these large order program orders here and catering orders, and allegedly you're getting prioritized for the best order. So as a result, if the idea here is that there's all these drivers sitting at the bottom sniping at the orders that are down there, do you get the opportunity to get better orders up here? And will they, the orders that will eventually come, will they make a difference enough in your earnings that it makes sense to continue to maintain your stats to stay in that platinum tier? And I want to see that. And I figure we got to go extreme. So let's go to 100%. Let's be the best driver in the area, right? And accept every offer as a 70% driver. Because technically speaking, if I'm doing that, then I should be getting prioritized every single time. So I'm going to start there and work my way back down and see it. I've been a cherry picker, multi-apper for so long that I have a lot of comparative stats, because I keep my stats, that I can sit here and look and compare and say, okay, let's see, what am I really making? So far, it's been rough. I mean, it's been rough in comparison to what I normally make. But I also am understanding, too, I'm on my way up. And what's going to happen when I get there? And, I can't just say, okay, one day, boom, right? I want to look at it as, I want to be able to get 30 days of stats. And that's my goal, is to get there to 100%, 100% completion, 100% AR. And I want to work it for 30 days and try to see if I can work it in multi-app and experiment with various things. Spend a couple days doing earn by offer, a couple days doing earn by time, or, doing some earn by time days, and see what I can find when I get up there. Because right now I'm doing earn by time all the way up. So perhaps maybe that's the problem. Maybe if I was on earn by offer, although the few times I've gone back to earn by offer, it's been horrendous, even when I've been in the 90s. But we'll see. you know, we're gonna reserve the time, and I'm gonna show it to you guys so you guys can pop in and see what's going on, and I'll do some lives where I'll show off the numbers I'm seeing and what I'm documenting, and you guys will see it, and you guys can see the whole process and see the frustrations or the lack of frustration. So anyways, I do notice, guys, 3 likes. Thank you very much. Can we get some more? We got 12 of you in there. Hit the 3 dots at the top. 3 dots at the top. And then you see the like button. Hit the like button. Slam the like. Anyways, guys, appreciate you. I'm going to head in here and go get this order. I'll be right back. In the meantime, I'm going to switch you over. This is, I'll let you know what you're looking at. This is the Fiesta Tapatia Mexican restaurant. It used to be a Shoney's, okay? This is a converted Shoney's. It's one of the top Mexican restaurants in our area, so watch the happenings, comings and going. It's very popular. You see a lot of people coming in and out. Let me know. I'll be monitoring in the chat or in the on my phone here. So let me know if you see anything I need to know about. All right. Taking my ears out right now. All right, guys. back in here. Your driver Ken says, "I'm glad DoorDash is working out for you, buddy. Can't get shit out." Well, listen, it's tough. I am still a huge proponent of multi-apping. So I don't want to give any false implications there. We're going to test it out and see if does increasing the acceptance rate, does it help make it a better option? Thank God for other apps. Absolutely. Listen, you got to have other apps. Okay, in my opinion, um, and I believe at the end of this, I think I'm going to prove that, but I'm open to disproving. And I don't want to shut my mind off and come in closed-minded on this. So, anyways, hit that like button, guys. I see some people coming in. We were at 5, we're at 9. I know we're in the vertical lives. I know it's a little more complicated to hit the like button. It's not sitting right there, but it's the 3 dots at the top. Hit that like button. We're off to make some money. We are now heading towards our drop-off. Being told by GPS we're 14 minutes away. We've got 2 Whopper meals in the car, 2 Whopper sandwiches, and I'm told that and two very frosty Coca-Cola beverages. And our hope here is that we're going to see some tip, right? $5 our goal, $5 tip minimum. That's what we want to see out there. Customer asks you, what should I tip? $5 minimum. $5 minimum. Some of you may say that's not enough, but if we got every customer to think to themselves, $5 at a minimum, and then work your way up. Complexity, amount of food, and remember, make your case. Why should you tip more? Why should you tip your driver more? Well, the driver makes investments in making sure your experience is going to be the best it can be. How do they do that? They're going to invest in good equipment. They're going to buy hot bags. They're going to have hot and cold bags. They're going to ensure that your food is taken care of, that your food is put in a hot bag, that your drinks are put in a cold cooler. And they're going to make sure that when you're going to get the straws, and if they're not sure there's a straw in the bag, you're going to take the extra time to put it in there. You want a competent driver, so make sure the money speak for you. We don't need excessive amounts, right? I mean, let's not get crazy with what we're doing, but $5 minimum, regardless of how far it is from your house, that it should be the minimum starting point, $5, and then decide based on the complexity of the order, how much you're ordering. If there is a great distance, if you're aware there is a great distance, consider making adjustments based on that. Understand that yes, the type of driver you're going to get is going to absolutely be linked to the amount of money you're tipping, regardless of what you're paying the app for. Remember that your app fee, and explain this to your customer, the fee that you're paying DoorDash is not for your driver, all right? It is for access to the system. It's for the technology that is being used to allow someone to deliver your McDonald's to you, or your Burger King to you, or your Little Caesars to you, or your Pizza Hut to you, because these restaurants do not have the technology to make all these things happen efficiently and in the quick, fast way that DoorDash, Uber, Grubhub, Spark, Instacart does. So you're paying that. The majority of what a driver is going to receive is going to be based on the tip. So therefore, be willing to provide your driver with a tip that is large enough to warrant and attract the best driver in your market. And if someone's already participating on these apps, then it's not an issue of having to sell them on why they should participate. If they're not getting what they want out of the apps, consider how much are they tipping, how much are they paying, and if you don't like the experience, rate your driver accordingly. And don't think that it's going to be a solution the next time you use the app that you go, "Fine, I just won't tip anybody." Yeah, okay, that's why you're going to get a shitty experience. So use some sense and common sense, and remember, everything there's bad days and there's good days. So if you want to have more bad days than good, tip your driver. Tip them accordingly. Make it make sense. And remember, that driver's getting a majority of their money from tips. Now, DoorDash's Earn by Time program is a novel approach to the idea of guaranteeing a driver pay. So, but still, again, $5. If every driver got a minimum of $5 and guaranteed $13.25 an hour to $15 to $17 to $18 an hour. My God, we'd be in a whole nother spot. That would be if the driver could accomplish 3 orders an hour at $13.25 an hour. You're talking about $28 an hour for that driver, guaranteed, if they're completing 3 orders a month or 3 orders an hour. Not to mention on some of, as I mentioned, some of the higher complexity orders that require, more bags, more things, more time, grocery shopping, etc. Things would be in a much better situation. So, just something for out there for people that are watching that aren't drivers right now. Consider that. And if you are a driver, make your case. Make your case. You got to sell to people on what's going on, but you can't have an unreasonable argument. You can't sit here and say, well, what do you want? Well, I want $10 every single order. That's going, there is a ceiling to where they go. Somebody would say, well, if that's what you're thinking you should get, it doesn't always make sense. It doesn't, but $5 does. You want your beverage? $5. Plus whatever fees it costs to use the application. Make sure that DoorDash keeps its lights on. And there you have it. And if you do Dash Pass, you're getting free delivery fees. And then you're just paying the maintenance cost to DoorDash. And then you pay $5 every time you use the app. Boom. I don't think that's unreasonable or ridiculous. Man, oh man, here we are. We got who you're seeing out here on the tracks. This is our beggar population, unfortunately. They live down here on those railroad tracks. They go down there and they camp out and stay and hang out on our street corners. It's really sad. And I'm quite certain most of them have substance abuse issues, and it's really, really sad. And you see the police will come in and sweep in and clean them out, and then they'll come right on back. And they're all over this community, unfortunately. So, but like I said, I'm doing an extreme approach here. So, I'm not suggesting by doing this 100% situation that every driver should just take every order. I don't think that's, not even DoorDash believes that. DoorDash says 70% of the orders is what they want, what they're willing to give their top tier drivers. Grubhub, all of them. I think Grubhub wants 90% in order to be in their program, but it's every 2 weeks. Grubhub's every 2 weeks, and Grubhub doesn't have enough business in my area. That's part of the problem I have with Grubhub is they don't have, in my opinion, at least from my experience in my particular market, they'll take you and move you over here, and you won't hear from them for 2 hours, even if you're taking orders, even if your acceptance rate starts to go up. Perhaps maybe I need to give them another try. Maybe I need to try to go for 100% with Grubhub and see how it goes, and just sprinkle in some DoorDash Spark orders into them. But I feel like Grubhub doesn't have enough sustainable volume that even if you were trying to do it 100% of the time, it just wouldn't make sense. Now, Uber Eats has increased. I don't know what you see, if anybody's seen this in their market. Uber Eats has increased their volume by a tremendous amount. But it's not been good volume, let's put it that way. But perhaps maybe the good volume, I guess what these apps always want you to believe is the good volume is there, it's just you're not seeing it because you're not accepting enough. But then you accept more, and that's what I'm trying to prove with DoorDash, because it's the highest volume app right now in my area. Am I going to see better orders? Have I seen better orders? Well, we'll see what this order brings us. I'm hoping it's not our first no-tip order of the day. But we'll see. And I think we're going to probably get somewhere in the range of $4 to $5 base pay on this. So a $5 tip would be extraordinary. That would put us at about $8 to $9. And I think that would probably complete our first hour. Not a great first hour, but 16, 17 bucks an hour, but that's pretty much what we were at yesterday. And that's what I'm seeing. So, then the question comes to the other things. What type of expenses are we generating? What's it really look like? What's the amount of money we're really taking home? But yeah. Well, looks like Spark is at it. Let's see if Spark gives me something I can sign up for right now, because I feel like I'm close enough to the customer's house as they gave me a really strong order, and they don't. They're giving me Hagerstown Market. And the Hagerstown Market from here is like 30 miles, and it was $12. So not even worth it. There's really not too many orders. Although there was an order the other day that came in. It was like $65 for 3 stops. And I almost took it. But the problem that I have with Spark, if you take an out-of-market order like that, Spark now has gotten so aggressive with this, not showing up to the order, even when you're on your way. I've been on my way. Like, I've done this a couple times where I've taken an order from a distance away because it was a pretty good, decent paying order, and they took it from me before I even got to the store. $8.75, $17.03. All right, so that's frustrating, because it's like I'm heading to you. You offered it to me, but I guess Spark's idea is you're supposed to be able to manage to be able to get there at a time. You know your distance to the store, so they're not looking for a 20-minute drive. All right, so we have one of these people that wants you to text. Wants you to be there. I'm not texting you with my personal number. I guess text within the DoorDash app, but I think it sends, when I take a picture, I think it sends anyways through the texting in the app. So I just leave it at that. All right, here we are. We're turning in. All right, so this time, I didn't do it last time, but this time we can go ahead and flip around customer privacy. Sometimes I forget to do that. I don't think it was that big of a deal this time or last time. We'll see if DoorDash hires us right away, or are they going to make us drive back? We'll see. It's 4 o'clock. And again, I made the mistake. I've eaten no lunch, nothing today. So we're going to probably have to take a lunch break here momentarily. And I don't know if I'll leave the stream up for lunch or not. Maybe I will. Alright, so it looks like it's right along here. Alright. I think I may have delivered to this person before, but I may not have loaded it. Or at least I've delivered to somebody on this row. Let me see. And no, I think it was the house down there. Alright. Alright, guys. I'll be right back. I don't know. I might. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I was supposed to ring the doorbell, and I did. Shoot. I heard the dogs going off. I'm sure that person's probably pissed at me now. Oh, Steve, I don't know why I do something. It's muscle memory. I'll do that sometimes. And this is always concerning because this is a construction zone down here. So I'm always worried about popping a tire or getting a nail in my tire. All right. I apologize, customer. I apologize. Uh-oh. He wasn't looking very happily at me, so I think I may have messed that up. I think I might have messed that up, guys. So, well, if I get a bad rating, if my rating drops, I'll know. I apologize, certainly. Hopefully they're not inspired enough to do it. Anyways, okay, so let's get into the stats here of the order. So, what did we get paid? Let's see here. We got $6.20 base pay, an $8 tip, $14.20 total payout. So not bad at all on this order. Obviously, if the customer was, if I didn't see it. I thought it said to text them. I didn't think it said anything about it, but then I heard those dogs go off, and the guy was looking at me just now, and I'm like, I don't know. Something just made me think I might have missed that, but dang it, man. It really sucks. Because these people tip well. I mean, this wasn't bad at all. So that puts us at $22.90. Our hour started at $2.52, and a little over an hour, and we made $22.90 in the middle of the afternoon. So I can't argue with that. We'll keep an eye on the ratings. Let's go in and give the customer their due here. I guess we'll see if they were to decide to rate me negatively, and then I won't see them again. That's a shame. That's a mistake. So anyways, guys, just, I do that from occasion, from time to time. I should have looked at the app one more time. I always normally do, and I just, my hand hit the bell, and then I'd already processed the app out. I should have went and double checked it. I normally try to do that to avoid any type of problems with ratings or anything like that, but we'll see. It'll be a little bit before we're now. We'll see. But judging from the way the customer was looking at me when I drove back past, I think they might have been mad at me. I don't know. We'll see. Some people just have a naturally pissed off look on their face, so it could have been that. Anyways. Let's see here. We're going to go this way. All right, let me turn you guys to the street so you guys can get a good view of the road as we talk and drive, and see if we get anything else. So, not a bad start. $22.90, kind of like we started yesterday. We made like our first $50 really fast, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a good day. And then we slowed into a rhythm of non-tippers, and that slowed us down a little bit on our earnings. But now we need to see if let's see here. Let's see, did we? I don't think I paid attention to it. I was looking at my ratings. Yeah, we're still at 94%. So 2 orders in, still no movement. That's a shame, but that's not unexpected. So we're up to 219 deliveries, 4456. 4.90, 100% completion rate, still 94% acceptance rate, and we got to really be careful. I don't want to be dropping that customer rating, so that's why I don't want to go into the 8s. I feel like when you start to get down there, I really hope that guy doesn't rate me bad, but I guess we'll see. I guess we need to get more dashes in, or try to offset that. I need to get that. I have one 1-star rating, and I guess doing something stupid like ringing a doorbell when you're not supposed to will get you that. But if I can eliminate that, that'll immediately boost me up, because then I believe it's 2 4s and 2 3s, and I have 1 1-star. So that's disappointing, of course. Now it says Panera Bread is the place we want to go to. 2 to 6 minute wait. Let's see how long it takes us. Last time it took us 11 minutes. Well, yesterday it was taking us an average of 10 minutes to get an order. So let's see if today keeps up with it. With it being a Saturday, I would hope we might see a little bit faster return time on orders. See what Spark has to offer here. Anything? Nothing? Alright, well, that's fine. Now I'm spinning on Spark. Perhaps it's a cellular connectivity issue right now. I don't know. AT&T. And it used to be AT&T was the king around here. And then T-Mobile has become the king. They merged with Sprint and it just supercharged their network, whereas AT&T has become the troublesome network around here. Verizon is here, but they're not. I guess Verizon's got more issues than AT&T because they're here, but they're not fully here. Xfinity is the best version of Verizon. They use Verizon's towers, but they also utilize the Wi-Fi of their own networks, and it kind of works better than just straight up Verizon, at least in my opinion. All right, let's see here. Is there nothing on DoorDash? Is Uber up and running, or did I turn them off? I don't know if they're off. Let's turn Uber off. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. We're gonna turn Grubhub on too if they're not on. Oh, we gotta log back in. Yeah, they're definitely not on. We haven't even logged into them on this phone. All right, there they are. And here they are, unavailable. Now we're available. All right, so we got them all coming in now. These non-tippers, I'll be as loud as I can, turn the music up, piss off the dogs, then knock really loud and walk away like it was nothing. I hate asshole customers. Did a Spark shop deliver for $37. Lady took the tip. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, that really pisses me off when they do that on Spark. I've had that happen a few times, Ken. And that really trips my trigger, man. That is uncalled for, in my opinion. And I think the apps should offer a remedy for that, because, to me, there should be an explanation given to the driver for why you're losing your tip. I mean, If it's something you did, all right, fine. Let me know what I did. Oh, wow, this sucks. Papa's Chicken and Ribs, never heard of them. Carrying and Carry Out Company. This is a Grubhub order now, guys. 1354, 20.2 miles. Now, DoorDash comes through clutch, 1325, 3.9 miles. That is what I'm talking about. Now, I don't recognize this address. Nope, never delivered there before. But it's only like 9 minutes away from where I'm at right now. So we went ahead and accepted the DoorDash order. And just as quick as we turn everybody on, we're turning everybody off. So let's turn off Uber, because we're not messing around today with stacking or nothing. I will leave Spark on just in case they send me something decent. I don't mind leaving them on. Instacart I haven't turned on yet. I need to turn them on next round if we don't get an order right away. All right, so Taco Bell's up, guys. Taco Bell's right around the corner. 3.9 miles, so that's good. That's just right up the road, right back behind us. It looks like it's where it's going to go. The question will be, is how many items? Oh, wow, 15 items. All right, guys, put it in the chat right now before I look. And I'll look when I get to the restaurant. Showing 15 items. Items are sauce packets. I had an order the other day, and it was 15 items, and it was 10 of the items were sauce packets. So you put it in there. I'm going to give you guys a chance to put it in there. And I've already looked, but I'm not going to tell you guys yet. And I'm just going to say that I did not look before I made that statement. But that's what it was. 10 items were sauce packets. I'll tell you what, their new cantina, I don't know if you guys have the cantina menu at Taco Bell yet in your areas. Since I am at war with Chipotle in my area over their policies in regards to vinaigrette and their salad policies. It's crazy. I'll go over that. So as a result, I've had to find other places when I'm working this market. I will go to Chipotle's out of market, but I will not go to the one in my market. I will deliver for them. I've kind of softened a little bit there, but it's got to be, especially now that I'm doing every order. So they've gotten a pass on that, but perhaps when I go back to being more selective, I might exclude them again. And I'll go over what happened. But anyways, it's forced me to branch out with other options. And there's a couple places in town you can get tacos. But of course, convenience is always a thing as well. And Taco Bell seems to be convenient. I'll tell you what, I've been enjoying their Cantina chicken menu. So check it out. It's much higher quality chicken than their normal chicken. And their chicken tacos are where it's at, man. They're like crispy chicken tacos. It's like a kind of a combination of like their grilled cheese tacos, and they basically have like grilled cheese on the outside. Now, obviously, Taco Bell is always about location and preparation. So certain Taco Bell locations, you go order this stuff, it may come out gross, and then you have other ones where it comes out fantastic. So, know your location before you go try these things out. But the one location by my house, which does a good job with orders, man, it's worth indulging in. And then they got the Cantina Bowl. That is awesome. So that whole menu, it's a little more expensive than normal things on the menu. I have not tried the Cantina chicken burrito yet, but I'm not a big fan of burritos. But it's worth a try. I'll try it before it leaves. And then you've got the big Cheez-It. That's just an interesting concept. I've tried it one time. I tried the tostada, and I did not try the wrap. I've delivered it. But this order here, looking at it, I mean, it's got potential that it should have at least a $5 tip, I would think. I don't think the base pay is going to be as juicy as it has been on the last couple, because Taco Bell will probably have the order ready when we go in, and it's not going to be as long of a drive afterwards. It was 9 minutes from where we were at, which was just kind of behind the Taco Bell, believe it or not. So I think it'll probably be like a 7 or 8 minute drive out to the customer. So I'm thinking we'll probably be in $3 territory of base pay. All right, let's see here. Let's arrive at the store. So anyways, did anybody put their sauce packet vote? No, they did not. That's okay. I'll let you know what it is. It's 10 sauce packets out of the 15 items. Shame on DoorDash for even listing those. Guys, 3 thumbs up. We need more. I got 6 of you. At least one of you do a thumbs up. Let me know. All right, so let's log this. So after a two order streak with Burger King, we broke the streak. We're now at Taco Bell. Let me tell you, if you're going to do earn by time, get ready for some fast food action, because that is a large amount of what you're going to do. It's been my experience, at least. All right, so 3.9 miles is the amount of miles, and I probably added a few on there because I decided to not wait in traffic. Just because I hate waiting in traffic, even though I would have been getting paid extra. Order came at 4:09, so we've been on it for 6 minutes. I just got notified the order's ready, so we will get ready to head in. And they're anticipating 4:30 is when this will need to be delivered by. Which means they were expecting 21 minutes on the order. Probably, like I said, about $3-4 base pay. That's what they were anticipating. All right, one final thing. Let's put the maps on. Let's go in and look at this third. Okay, we're not going to say that out loud. Let's add the label there. Not delivered to this yet. All right. Put today's date, 6/15/2024. Tip. All right. Done. All right. So that's ready to go. So let's go in and do one last thing here before we go pick this up. Let's get it in our brain right now. Leave at my door. No, whoops, I meant to turn me around. There is no, don't ring your doorbell. What's up, Shane? It's still at 94%, man. We're still grinding it away. I expected, I was in a spot where it was going to be holding for a while. In fact, let me check right now and see if this order I've accepted. This is my 3rd order of the day. We're still at 94%. Show you there. I don't know if you can see it. Flip it around. There it is. 94%. Put you on the air conditioner right now. I need to let the phone cool down. Well, it does, because when you get high up there, Shane, like that, it does take a little while, because that's how it works, unfortunately, because you get into the little spots there where you might have done 30 orders in a row, especially when you're trying to go up to 100. So like the other day I went up fast. I went from 76 to 94 because I had a period where it was like where I had declined a lot of orders in a space. Basically, I had been on earn by offer. And sometimes that happens. So it's one of the reasons why I'm doing this on earn by time, because it gets very hard sometimes to wrap your head around a $2 for 10-mile order, or $3.50, or $6 for 14. And you get tempted to just slam that decline button. So, all right, I'm going to head inside. Let you guys watch what's going over here in this parking lot. So I'll just put you guys back up here. I'm going to ride you guys in the air conditioning, though, here in a minute. because the phone's starting to heat up a little bit. I don't want it to get too toasty. All right. All right, I'll be back, guys. Stick with me. See, we got 6 right now, 6 diehards in there. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Put my headphones in here. So you guys are going to ride here. Turn you around. I apologize. You're going to look at me for a little bit because I want to cool the phone down. And I got the air conditioning on. I got these really nice. They're actually pretty cheap. They're only $10, but they're it allows for the hopefully I'm still live. I hope I didn't mess up my live like I did before when I clicked out of it. Let's find out. All right, let's get in here. All right, so you're heading to customer, just like I suspected, 9 minutes. All right, we got 8 people in there, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, if you're just coming in. I know this isn't a vertical live stream, so some of you are probably not geek drivers, but check it out. We're on a odyssey pursuit of 100% acceptance rate and 100% completion rate. We've already achieved the completion rate, and we're working on that acceptance rate. We're at 94%, guys. I used to be where I still am. I guess I consider myself still. I haven't changed necessarily, but for right now I have. It was always a multi-apper, cherry picker, put a premium on making sure that orders look good before I would accept them. And now I'm a reformed cherry picker. I'm trying it out. I'm going to the dark side. I'm testing the waters on seeing, can you make money accepting every order on the DoorDash platform? And once we get to 100% completion, 100% acceptance rate, and I'm a full platinum dasher, then we'll see if we can survive 30 days maintaining 100% acceptance rate and 100% completion rate. I don't expect the completion rate to be that difficult to handle. I do expect there's a possibility that the AR could be something that's hard to handle, but we're going to see how we do. And we're going to do a combination of different work styles, methods, and strategies when we get there. But first, we got to get there. And I wasn't going to start recording or filming until I got there. But I decided, you know what? And there's a guy just standing literally in the street in front of this woman's car. He looks terrified. I don't know what he's doing. He hangs out on the tracks all the time. He looks like he's got some mental illness, and he's out just walking in the middle of traffic. I mean, unbelievable. All right, so it looks like we have a potentially doable Spark order. Let's hear from the chat on this. If anybody's out there, 7 people are out there, so 7 people can give me input. It's 1541 for 3.3 miles, 1 stop, and it's gone. Never mind. Just as fast as it was there, it's gone. It might come back. If it comes back, should I take it? Put it in the chat. Also, hit the like button. 3 dots at the top will give you the opportunity to like this video. On top of that, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you'll find the subscribe button as well. I think you'll also find the subscribe button at the top on these vertical lives. Consider hitting the subscribe button so you can follow along as we go on this odyssey to 100%. You'll learn about gig apps. You'll learn about an extra way to make some money out there, because it is something anybody can do. You download the app, do a background check, they're sending you a bag, and you're off to working. You can make some money. So join me. Become a new dasher. If you're there, right? And you might learn strategy tips on what to do. You might learn whether or not how you want to do it. You get to see for yourself. Interact with the community. Also, hats off again to my first member. We have a member, first official member. He's a really, really rational member. If anybody else wants to join him, consider it. And we very well might have our first ever members only live, even if it is only 1 person attending. But if that is my only member I have for the time being, so be it. We are going to interact and have fun and become more rational drivers. And part of that is doing things like this, experimenting, looking, opening your mind up to things, being willing to do something different, right? What I find funny out here is so many drivers I see it in the comments, I see it on gig tubers, are sitting out here, sitting in parking lots, complaining, getting upset, saying, I'm turning everything down and I'm not getting anything. Well, you're not getting better orders when you're turning them down. So you got to try to do something different. If you do the same thing over and over and expect different results, my dad used to say that's insanity, and it is. So do something different. Try something different. Open up your mind. Remember, there is nothing set in stone when it comes to gig work, because gig work hasn't been here for very long. So there is no, it's not like blackjack strategy, where that strategy card's been around for like 60 years. but you don't have years of data to suggest it. So the strategy that works, it may not have been found yet. So be willing to try new things. You get an idea, try it out. We're trying a casino-based strategy in essence, because that's all these gig apps are. They were developed around the theories of casinos. These individuals that created it are gamblers, or poker players, or avid casino goers. So a lot of what they do, a lot of how they design the apps is around casinos, around gambling. So you have to be willing to try different things. You have to understand the game you're playing, because it is a game at the end of the day. If you don't believe me, go ahead, download the app and try it out. Give it a try. And remember, one of the things we have to be willing to do in the gig community, in any community that you're part of, is disagree. And we don't do that very well. And when people are different than us or work differently than us, we think that it's like, oh, you're hurting me. How can I hurt you when you are across the country? If you're a member of my community, we can talk about it. But most of us aren't hurting anybody. And the way these apps are designed, you really can't hurt another driver with anything you do with the app, because the AI is learning you. It's only concerned with you and your actions and your behaviors. And what you can do is learn from other drivers who are successful, take the time to train the algorithm, and then maybe you'll see better results. And probably part of what's going on right now is just we're not working correctly, whatever correctly is. But we got to take the time to figure it out. And like I said, so far, I've been earning money. I haven't liked my miles to money. I want to figure that out. I want to figure out how I can improve that. But so far, it hasn't been money that's been intolerable. I've earned better multi-apping, I think. But again, it's such a small little sphere of data that I'm dealing with right now. I can't make any conclusive decisions on that. But we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I think the phone's getting cooled down. I'm pretty certain. Let's turn that up. Let's turn up the air. Prius likes to. They like to. I don't know if it's coming through really bad. I apologize. I'm going to cool the phone down so I can put it back up over here. Alright. Getting close, guys. 1 minute away from seeing our third payout of the day. What will it be? Will we get tipped? $5 is what we want to see minimum. That's our average tip. That's our goal. We will credit the customer with a tip in the, of any amount. But 5 is what I'd like to see. This is not going to be a huge amount of base pay here. Alright, here we go. We'll pull it up on the customer, guys. Bear with me. I'll be back to talk to you. I'll take you with me in my ears. So if you hear anything going on, or I get attacked or something, start notifying someone. Alright, anyways.